Guys, so today I'm going to do a get ready with me sort of situation. So today I want to do a blue weird sort of look. I don't know how it's going to turn out. One of you guys suggested me using the Galaxy Chic palette from BH Cosmetics. I actually haven't dug into this in a really long time, and I was just like finger swatching some of these, and like these are so just like beautiful and pigmented. So I think I'm going to use a lot of these blue shades, and I've just been getting requests to do another blue smoky eye. So that's exactly what we are going to do today. So let's just go. So I think I'm going to start a little bit with the eyes. Actually, no. So my kind of idea of this is to have like super, super light inner corner, medium, and then dragging it out really dramatically to like dark blue and black. So I want it to be like, it's going to be very kind of face heavy. So I'm actually going to put down foundation first, even though normally for like colorful looks I would put on foundation after the shadow, but since I'm going to be blending shadow like all over my face, I'm gonna put down my foundation first. So let's do that real quick. So today I'm gonna be using my Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation and concealer. I'm just gonna use a little pump and kind of spread it very liberally through my face. This is in the shade 2 just because I do have a little bit of self tanner on. Who watches my Snap stories and saw how big of a hot mess it was when I tried to like do a Snap tutorial on how I do my tans, and then I forgot that I threw away my old tanning mitt and had to like take you guys with me as I was trying to find another tanning mitt and then finishing the like tutorial. Oh my god, it was a hot mess. It was really fun though, honestly. Anyways, I'm just going to buff that into my skin with my Real Techniques Diamond Sponge. I haven't used this in a hot minute. So I'm just going to do like my base, like foundation, concealer, and powder. And then I'll go back and do like bronzer, highlighter, all of that later. Then I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. This is in light medium beige. I actually don't know. Yeah, that color will work well. So I'm just going to conceal and highlight a little bit. Even though this isn't very highlighty of a shade. Oh well. I'm actually really excited to do blues because I feel like with my like color of self tan it'll really be complimentary. And I did a blue look on my channel about a year ago, and it's seriously one of my favorite looks I've ever done ever. I'll post a picture of it right here. But that was also when I like started self tanning, and I just think the blue looks so good with the kind of like oranginess of a tan, you know? Okay, then I'm going to set my under eyes down with a banana shade from my Anastasia contour kit. I'm going to use this e.l.f. highlighting brush. Just going to set my eyes. Okay, then we're just going to set my face all over with my NYX powder as per normal. Okay, so the two palettes I think I'm going to be using are, of course, the BH Cosmetics Galaxy Chic palette and then the Styli Style Rainbow Riot palette, just because this has some nice mattes. It has a black, it has a white, and it has this really pretty color that I want to use right here. So good. So first thing I'm going to do, we're going to be working with a lot of shimmers, and that's just going to be a-okay with me. I'm going to take, I think, a mixture of these two, and I'm actually going to pop them in the crease. Usually, you know, the standard rule is like no shimmers in the crease, but we're going for like Alien Goddess right now. Look how freaking pigmented that is. We're going for like Alien Goddess again. I'm going to put this all over in the front kind of region. Just kind of slap this down. I'm taking Electra and Comet. These are so pigmented. I'm going to really build it up on the inner crease, and I'm actually going to take a little bit of Meteor as well, which is a lot more white, and just build it up. I can't believe it. Like, I'm applying these with a blending brush, and they're so pigmented. So I'm just going to go super messy here on the inner corner. I'm going to use this Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, and I'm going to take the shade Earth, which is this kind of medium blue right here, and I'm going to pop that. Actually, I might need to go in with a different color. I'm going to pop that kind of in the center of the lid. We'll see how this turns out. This might be another hot mess. Get ready with me. You guys really seem to like that one. Okay, so I went a little too high up on this eye, so I'm just going to take a clean brush and just kind of blend and wipe it away. Okay, then I'm actually going to go in with the Styli style palette, and I'm going to take this shade called Funfetti. I actually just had Funfetti cake the other day because it was my roommate's birthday. So good. I don't care what you say, Funfetti cake is delicious. And then I'm just going to pop that on the center. Again, I'm actually going to go in with a little bit of Sky as well. Place that more on the outer corner. I'm just kind of stamping these on the outer portion of my lid. Okay, then I'm going to take Neptune, which is this deep blue right here. It's so pigmented, it's insane. And I'm going to start deepening the outer part and just kind of flicking it out like in kind of a winged shape. And I'm going to start to bring this on my lower lash line and start to create that kind of blown out shape. And I'm going to go pretty low out here. I mean, I'm really taking the line like that. So I'm just doing the same thing on the other eye. And really blowing it out. And then I think I'm going to take a little bit of Money Tree. No, this is called Free For All. This is just a gorgeous shade and I just want to use it. So we're just going to freaking put it somewhere and see where it goes. This is just a gorgeous teal shade. I'm just going to pop this in between those two blue colors. That's adding a super nice gradient. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to tell. Since I packed so much of that shimmer on, it's kind of hard to like see the shades I put on top of it. I'm also going to put this on the inner part of my lower lash line. And I'm just going back with more Meteor and blending that inner corner again, just to relighten it up. And then I'm going to wet my brush. I'm just going to wet my brush a little bit. I'm just using my setting spray because I don't have like my e.l.f. spray or my All Natural Face spray. Oh, yes. This is that same Styli style. Holy crap, that's so pretty. This is the Free For All shade from the Styli style palette. Holy crap-oly. Oh my god. So I'm just kind of stamping this on like the outer center of my lid. I'm using really, really light brush strokes as I get in towards the center of the lid. And then I'm going to go with that same blending brush and more Meteor and just do kind of circular motions right in the inner corner to blend the two shades. This is a very kind of messy look, so I'm sorry if I'm not giving a ton of instruction. It's just because I'm just kind of winging it and seeing where it goes, so it's not a very instruction based look. I'm just kind of blending the shadows together on my face and seeing what happens. So since that worked so well wet, I'm going to take this same dark blue shade from the BH palette, this Neptune shade that we kind of used to blow out the outer shadow, and I'm going to put this wet on my outer corner and just kind of darken up that region. Be careful though, and don't do this with a super wet brush because we're going to want to blend it, and sometimes using a wet brush can kind of make it stamp on the eyeshadow. So we want it like just barely damp, and then make sure you're kind of pressing and moving it around so that it doesn't just get stuck. Then I'm just going to go back in with the blending brush that we used for Neptune and just go back around it and re-blend it out. Then I'm going to take a little bit of matte black. Yeah, this is Rebel from the Styli style palette. I'm going to use that on the Morphe M507, and I'm just going to pop it in the very darkest crease, just like this last outer crease right here. Really like this black for things like this because this black isn't like the most pigmented black, which sometimes can be a super, super good thing. Because right here, I just want to darken a little bit, and sometimes with really, really, like obviously you can tell it darkened it, you know, it's a black shadow. It performs well. But sometimes with super, super pigmented blacks, it can just overtake the entire like section of shadow that you're working on and just kind of like darken it too much too quickly. So sometimes having blacks that you can build up, having those in your collection can be really, really helpful. Especially if you're a beginner. If you're a beginner, like not very pigmented blacks are your best friend because you can build them up and you don't just go straight in with like a really, really pigmented shade and just look like, you know, a black eye. Okay, and then I am going to go in and wet my brush and apply more Meteor to the inner part of my lid, which is Meteor is this one. It's really sparkly, which is why I like that one to really like make that inner corner pop or make any like highlights pop. So I'm just going in with this one. I'm going to pop that right in this inner corner. Ooh, and when you wet the brush, you can really see the sparkles and like the metallic-ness come through. I'm going to pop this on the inner corner as well. Just like stamp it right on that inner corner. Besides the like little bit of glitter, there really isn't much fallout from this at all. Like there's literally just a couple pieces of glitter from that really, really light shadow. But other than that, that's it. I'm really impressed. Okay, I'm just going to go one more time over the black with the brush that we used for the dark blue. Again, just blending everything, making sure everything's super blended. I'm really, really stoked with how this is turning out. So I'm going to go fill in my eyebrows real quick. I'm going to take a break from the eyes, move on to the face, and then come back to eyes so that we can finish it up and kind of see where this whole look is ending up. So I'm going to go fill in my eyebrows real quick, and I will be right back. Okay, brows are on, and while I was doing my brows, I was looking at the Galaxy palette, and I was like, you know what, I want to add one more color. So I'm actually going to take the shade Milky Way, which is a really, really pretty lavender, and I'm going to use that to buff out this blue underneath our lower lash line. I think it could look really cool. So I'm just going to go in. I don't know which brush I'm going to take. I think I'm just going to take this Wet n Wild large shadow brush just to start out. And I'm going to take that right below. I think I'm going to need to use a different brush. I can't really tell, but it does add a really, really cool effect. Can you guys tell that? Like, I think it's pretty cool. And I think when I put on my highlighter, it's going to add like a really, really cool effect. Can you guys tell? Do you guys see that like slight purple hue? I think it's cool. I'm going to go in with the same Wet n Wild blending brush and just pop that right below. Yeah, I think that turned out really, really weird but cool. Can you guys tell? Can you see? But I think adding that purple added some sort of weird element to it that I'm really digging. So we're gonna move on to face, and then again we'll touch up with the eyes. So I think I'm gonna use the Milani baked bronzer in the shade Dolce. I realized, I forgot to talk about this in my last month's favorites. Totally spaced. I've been getting a lot better with writing down my monthly favorites so that way I don't forget things, but this one slipped my mind. But this is totally a favorite. It's also might be too light with a fake tan. I don't know if it's really doing anything. That's okay. Then I'm going to take my Anastasia contour kit and I'm going to mix those two shades right there. And just give myself a good chiseled cheek. And this is a furless PF4 brush. For highlight, I'm going to do a little bit of a highlight cocktail. So the first shade I'm going to use is from my Nicole Guerriero Glow Kit, and I'm going to take the shade Glow Getter, and I'm going to use this shade on like basically everywhere. We're just going to use a different highlight more up towards this area to kind of blend it in with the shadow that we got going on. So this shade I'm just going to take on like the apples of my cheeks, my nose, like that, you know, those areas. I might even do a little bit like above the brow, just to be extra glowy alien goddess. Why not? I'm not going anywhere. I don't care. Cupid's bow. And then I'm going to take the Makeup Geek shade in Moonphase, which is a really, really cool kind of icy white highlighter with a blue shift. And we're going to pop that real up close to like the very, very top of my cheekbone and kind of mix it in with that shadow. I think the top of mine like needs to be scraped off. I think I sprayed like something sprayed on it and it's not as pigmented as it was, and it has like a weird kind of film on it. It's still really cool, and you can still see the blue shift, which I think is a really, really cool touch. I look glowy. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna finish up this eyes. This look is screaming glitter to me, so I don't know what glitter I'm gonna use. I might use one of these Makeup Geek sparklers. I actually have never used this one. So I want to do this with a fluffy brush. This is just the brush that came in a Naked palette. It's just a dense but still kind of fluffy brush, which is nice because that's, I like using kind of fluffy brushes to apply glitter when I want it kind of loose and everywhere. I'm just gonna spray my brush with my setting spray because I don't have a cheaper setting spray to use for this. But I'm just going to dunk right into the lid and pick up some of that glitter and just pop it right along the inner and the lid. Just kind of the entire inner portion. So on this inner kind of third of the lid, on the inner corner, and then on the lower lash line as well. Oh, I don't think did I ever say the name of this? This is in the shade Solstice, by the way. The Makeup Geek sparkler in the shade Solstice. I don't think I ever said that. I'm just gonna pop a little bit right here too. Why not? Okay, and then I need a bangin' freaking highlight on my brow bone right now. So I'm gonna take Makeup Geek White Lies, and I'm just going to highlight my brow bone. I just need something that is opaque to where we can get this brow bone highlighted, because it's kind of, my brow bone's getting a little bit lost right now and all the craziness that is this like mermaid explosion look. Okay, then I think I am going to do a wing of liner. I just got a new stylus, yay! So I'm just gonna do a wing starting basically from the middle of my eye and out. This is why I love the stylus, is because you can just kind of place and draw where you want it. And I am going to take it all the way across to the inner corner, but I'm doing it super, super thin on the inner corner. Okay, I don't think those are exactly even, but I really don't want to mess with it. So we're going to leave it right here, and then I'm going to go apply some fake lashes. I think today I'm going to use the Ardell Double Up lashes in the style 206. They look insane, but they're really, really, really fun. So I'm going to go apply these real quick, and I will be right back. Okay guys, lashes are on. So last thing are the lips. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this Styli style, what is this, Line and Seal lip liner in the shade Sand. I've tried one of their Line and Seal lip liners, but it was in a red shade, so I didn't use it much, but I loved the formula. So I was really excited when I got the nude ones. So I'm just going to line my lips. Nothing too crazy here, except for I need to stop talking because I just messed up that lip line super bad. These are so creamy and pigmented. And then I'm going to go in with my Styli style go-to gloss, and this is in the shade Uncovered, one of my favorite glosses ever. I just want to keep this like glossy and glittery and pretty and kind of mermaidy. You know what I mean. I'm just going to kind of lightly apply this. Okay guys, and this is the completed look. I think it's so much fun and so good for spring and summer. If you're going to a party, if you're going to be sitting poolside and you just literally want to look like a mermaid, I think this is so much fun. Or like an ice queen, depending on your preferences. But if you have red hair, you're going to straight up look like the Little Mermaid. It's going to be great. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this look and enjoyed it getting ready with me today. I love how it turned out, so I hope you guys did as well. Let me know what kind of looks you guys want to see next, or any videos or anything like that. Y'all know, Snapchat me, comment, whatever you need to do, let me know. Anyways, that is all I have for you guys today. Please make sure to subscribe and like this video before you leave. It helps me out a ton, and that's all. That's all. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!